It's by the close of today, 7th May 2025, government appointee there when declare an asset no, not just on can who say straight to a fee or coffee. Abuja, someone on my penny edited today, and a Black Rasta, and a prophet one, Metre Opambour, the nation's prophet one. As Omu one Sembi Eka, Abuja, Black Rasta no Opambour, the Sembe no more ka, efa government appointee, Oman declare one seta, Omu coffee. Abuja. Enunti ena AG magima egwa ewo AG gossips mewuram na de wom bia no mabo hu aha eye AG gossips mesel se obeche wadwen afa video ho no wi a bomoden pa na ehye ma wonua bi nsa entumi enka edro no da bia meka se malaria dro no eye ba akope wo eye ba akope enye mienu enye miensa doctor ese malaria ena ha nko ade a eye time heba mesha time no eye TIME pebito baby e ton aduro bia no ubenya bia to na wanonom na bibia no etimi aye kama e de amawo 82 days ago e na omampanyin na nkasa e ba abontene e be kan sembi na nsem a ode betu dwa no ne nkrobata no bi efa eye na appointees a obeka kire omu se ono no as a leader no because yesi ode hye anko a akoa edwane ti wono na oye president no we declare ne assets e no de betu dwa say by 31st March I was say government appointees ni nyina no obi a e declare ne assets na ye wo na sabio eye asobrachi a amfa omampanyin nsemi anya adwuma eno o se asotwe a eda ho ema wo mu enie.
On the 18th February 2025, I set a deadline of 31st March 2025 for all appointees who are taking office or being nominated at the time to declare their assets. An update provided by the Auditor General to my office indicates that some of you failed to meet that deadline. For all those who are appointed or nominated before 31st March 2025 and failed to meet the deadline, you are to forfeit 3 months of salary to be donated to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, named after me, Mahama Vows. In addition to 1 month's salary that I've asked all appointees to donate to the Mahama Vows Trust Fund. So it means that those who omitted to declare assets by the date, you are paying 4 months' salary to Mahama Vows. However, if by close of day Wednesday, 7th May 2025, any of you still fails to declare your assets, count yourself automatically dismissed.
Then say or 3 months salary ne de esansa wo ye asodin ntino yaje ena appointees ni nyina so no or say for 1 month I when de ono na eja ne tumi so say wo sirew say wo ja ne tumi so 1 month appointees ni nyina no I mon sacrifice enkoboa eye Ghana Medical Care aka Mahama Vows. Ebuja enti omampanin nsem yi echi ena kire say Attorney General Yera Dominic ana Dr. Dominic eba abontene ebe kan se bi se enye se ye pamo no na ise ukofia no share debi wono lawyer panyini e de ma aban no obedukudukuru mu apiepie mu ehudie ti a obeye government appointee a wentimi and declare asset a enunti e ma ye dismiss o ebusia ene e ombewurawuram adokudukurum ehudie ti a when declare assets.
In terms of enforcement, as he himself has put it, all right, there are various ways of enforcement. One way of enforcement is to ensure that there are sanctions. Okay, sanctions will apply for breach of the code of conduct for political appointees. And as he himself said, very clearly, and he said it without mincing words, is that if you breach the code, you get disciplined. He will terminate your appointment.
But is that enough? Is that enough? Only a termination of appointment?
I mean, of course, if there are other consequences flowing from your conduct, that will also be looked at. So, for instance, he said it's legally, enforceable, and that is true because if you have been, terminated, if your appointment has been terminated, it should be possible if criminal conduct flows from what you have done, for the Attorney General to then pick up the matter and then, make sure that the courts impose the necessary criminal sanctions on you. And so I don't think that it is, enough to say, look, the person's appointment has been terminated. If the termination has come and there is anything to, follow up as far as criminal sanctions is concerned, it will be done.
But would you as Attorney General, would you be willing and ready to prosecute one of your own?
I have said that several times, and I think I have the support of the president when it comes to that. That the president has said, don't cross the line. If you cross the line, then it means that the sanctions will flow, and that includes taking legal action against you. I've said it several times, and I will not, hesitate to investigate and prosecute anybody who is an appointee of this government who crosses the line. Because it doesn't make sense, and for purposes of the public's sense of fairness, that past appointees will be prosecuted and then present appointees will go scot-free. That means that you are leaving room for them to be prosecuted in the future. You are just simply deferring their prosecution, and it doesn't make sense. So the president always says that we should not conduct ourselves in such a way that we give him the unpleasant duty of having to fire anybody. All right. I will also say that, I don't want to have the unpleasant duty of having to investigate my own colleagues or appointees in government. All right. So we should all stay in line. The straight and narrow path that has been defined by the president must be the one that we should all walk.
After Attorney General Semi and I just said, Opambour say, there be, mommy can be. Me and I'm a sham come, Emma NDC by. I am here. It is a machine come na NDC abadia. Na appointees na ye yimuno mo ya sobracha ya e was say. Menu omukasa. E was here. Opambour say, Ade they see whom kwan. Abrantie ababawa, mama papa, then they see whom kwan. E was here. Opambour kasa.
Radisha can and penny for. Radisha, you are president, and then penny for all ministers. When you're Mishra, your man penny, editor just and penny for all government appointees that will be in declaring access. You can say access and there's a job party and war and son obey your kunyam. You're the office of a man. If you must declare, if you must declare. President Nankasa in it. It is why a minister, you were a president, and that's how you appointees. You were a president, declare you know to work at it. President, declare an idiot. Now to work at one, and now work at it. Praise God. When you're Mishra, the baby, I will be at it's here, Radeka, and I don't defend the pumpkin. A boy, say, yeah, what would you fear? And then the last day, you will refrain and the last day. Do your government appointees. And the other last day. She said, "Ben, a woman." He said, "What? 1 year. 4 months pay and I saw 3 months pay. Yajambua, yes, sir. Okay. It is a 1 year, 3 months pay, and you have to plus 1 month in a you mama can. In 4 months. A dear Benti and an ammonia. A dear Banti. And our government appointees. Now go part that will be pretty brainy biwonya. Unyamia Mabusakabi. Papa now will trade here. A brantana will trade here. Unyamin Sam Shanabuni Payodi for. And Opay Unyamisha Ghana.
Opambour Kasana na mihu say reggae be because I catch baby na nobody can stop reggae me too many cho say Blakk Rasta so stand by I understand by all kinds of Opambour be kasa wie no so aboyrem ebuza Blakk Rasta so aboyrem na ensem ben e no so e de atoja.
Some of them are so lawless, only a good beating will teach them common sense. If that unreverent, dishonorable, my brother, my sister, was bundled and taken there and asked to provide some level of evidence, you would have seen him crumble like a house of cards. Yet they allow all these dishonorables to continue misbehaving. Kai, when is that president going to come? The radical president who will radicalize the laws of this country to the very letter. People fail, my brother, my sister, to declare their assets and liabilities. Mr. President said, and not limiting it to only that one, that he will remove them from office. And all he did was to give them 3 months of no pay so that Mahama cares can be upheld. Well, at least they got some punishment. Left to me alone, they should go home. Next time the president speaks, people will take it serious. If we are cracking the whip, let's crack the whip loud enough so that people standing by can hear the sound of the whip and take big lessons from that. Let's not deal with people with kids' gloves.
Black the Rasta and so and someone the abe wom no I may sure say so won someone wo pesa wo kan comment section no wo dia na me de mi bisa ene say omu ba for free omu declare omu asset na omu free so anasa say aban no free so a ye momu declare ana esre mo ahunimu mra no ko akire pa no ebi ta asi anaga na ha ye bi oba o de kire na oba na sebiota frache o de nsa bebo ye sikam obefum ye japade obefum ye niema bi efa na onya ne ho a okọ a obesa declare na de oba aban mu a onya no eno eya na omudi womudi na eye anase se eho nso sai na aban ne mpanyufo ebefa so ahye a eno nso so no enkoye se ebi a oba no o declare enti owomu na oye japade bi a ebi a ode ne babi ana ne dofo bi ana ne busunyani bi edin na ebeye se ekoba ne sa no nso a san anakwan be ne ebefa so a yebehu mesre se wo ho adwenkyira a bo ame e wo comment section ho na bibia no enye kama aha eye AG gossips bidin e de AG malaria dro no eye ba kope eye time heba mecha bebito ebebo a edi wakagina mu betima didi na wa pom ebeye wo den na watimi akoye wadwuma meda wase na mama wo ene hye makra